Just this once. That's how you start losing control. You don't break big promises. It feels like you do. But what really happens is that you break the small ones, the ones that seem insignificant, the ones you think don't matter. You tell yourself just this once, just one snooze, just one scroll, just one delay, and it feels harmless. Discipline doesn't break in one moment. It leaks through small decisions you stop taking seriously. One snooze, one scroll, one task you push later. Not big enough to scare you, but enough to start shifting your standard. And the dangerous part is that it doesn't feel like failure. It feels like a small exception you can fix later. I'll start tomorrow. I'll do it properly next time. I'll fix it later. But what you're really doing is negotiating with yourself, lowering the line without even realizing it. Because every just this once is not a moment, it's a vote, a quiet decision against your standard, against your future, against who you said you'd become. Self-trust doesn't break in one decision. It erodes piece by piece every time your actions don't match what you said. You don't notice it happening. That's why it works. And over time, that erosion creates fatigue, not just physical, but mental, where you stop holding yourself to the same level. Small leaks create fatigue. Fatigue creates weakness, and weakness quietly lowers your standard. And discipline, the one thing that keeps you moving forward, starts collapsing from the inside, not from one big failure, but from hundreds of small compromises. You don't lose power in one moment. You lose it every time you choose comfort over standard and call it just this once. Most people try to fix this with more motivation, more structure, more planning. But none of that works if you keep negotiating with yourself in small moments. Real discipline is not built in big decisions. It is built in the moments where you could slip, but you don't. It is built when you hold the line, even when it feels unnecessary, even when no one would notice, even when it would be easier to let it go. Because that is where your standard is protected, not in what you say, but in what you refuse to break. Stop negotiating with yourself. Close the leak before it becomes your normal. Fix the small things, because that's where the damage starts, and that's where your control is decided. Protect your standard, or everything else starts falling apart. Walk the path of legacy. Stay disciplined,